Oh, hi there. You just caught me watching this masterclass of animation. Let me just scoot over to the title screen. Listen, just take a listen. Look. Look. So this is Godzilla, the animated series. It is just the most greatest TV show to ever grace the screen. I will accept no criticism. Look at this. Look at this. That's amazing. Just watch. Watch the opening. Observe. See? Look. It's great. It's great. Amazing human characters. These are the best human characters of any Godzilla movie, except maybe the original. I know this isn't a movie, but it's that good. One problem. There's one slight problem. Every time you see a city skyline, it's not that, well, you can't, I'm not, so it's, well, looks like I finally done it. Abandon ship, I'm giving the order, I'm aborting this joke, goodbye internet, I'm leaving. Yeah, other than that, this show has aged perfectly. One of the biggest draws of this show was the monsters. They were all giant animals like, ah! They were all giant animals like that. I'm sorry for anyone who has arachnophobia. Don't watch this episode. Seriously, look at this. Look at this thing. No, I don't even have arachnophobia. I don't like that. It sprays webs at people. That's not good. So basically, the gist of the show is every week there would be a new monster for Godzilla to fight, and the monster would be some kind of like giant animal or mutation. So they had to come up with some pretty creative ideas, such as this beauty, the King Cobra. Or like this thing. It's a giant robot Yeti. Or like this. Oh, that's Godzilla. This. It's a giant, flying, ice-breathing manta ray. So then I thought to myself, what other animals could have gotten this? What other animals could have had, like, giant spikes placed on them and been embiggened? Because a lot of animals have, like, neat powers that humans don't know about. Like, did you know an axolotl can regrow its head if you cut it off? So the premise of this video is the best animals that would have worked as kaiju. First on the list is the frilled shark. Look at it. Look at it. Already looks gross, and I haven't even told you why it would be a cool kaiju. So basically, frilled sharks hunt squids by biting onto their tentacles. And you may say, well, Patchwork, squids are known to be very slippery. And you're right. That's why their teeth look like this. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Now, luckily, that's a human hand, so they're not very threatening. But if it was gigantic, it could easily just, like, rip boats apart. Look at it. Look at it. I don't want to get the camera too close. I'm worried it'll snap my hands to the screen. Stay away. Stay back. Next up is the pelican. And you may say, Patchwork. I mean, pelicans, they're probably not that dangerous. I mean, they're pretty big, but they're just birds. They're kind of harmless. And you're right. To humans. For the most part. But what you don't know is, see, watch it. Just observe it. Observe it. Observe closely. Observe it. Observe closely. Just watch very, very closely. Watch very closely. You might miss it. You might miss it. You might miss it. There's a chance you might miss it, so watch very closely. Watch very closely about why I consider these very threatening. Did you catch it? Well, in case you didn't know, pelicans, their beaks aren't actually hard. They stretch. So they kind of stretch their beaks open and eat things that they normally wouldn't be able to eat. Now, normally, this treatment is reserved for just unlucky fish. They swoop down, they expand their mouth, and just scoop it up like a basket. But sometimes an unlucky pigeon will look a little too tasty. So if they were enormous, I could easily see them like swooping down and munching planes out of the sky. Next is the sperm whale. Because, one, they're capable of fighting the giant squid, which is a very powerful predator, so if you make them even bigger, that would just be like a bigger, larger creature you'd have to deal with. And also because of this.
Sperm whale can click at about 236 decibels. It's the loudest animal on the planet. These clicks are so powerful in the water that they can blow out your eardrums easily, and they can actually vibrate a human body to death.
Okay, so what he already said was pretty frightening. So allow me to frighten you even more. So picture this guy is a sperm whale. We could take this dragon. He's pretty far away from the suitcase. The suitcase is you. And then he goes... And from a long distance, it could vibrate the air. It would vibrate the air molecules, which would set off a chain reaction. And since the suitcase is like a human body, it would go... See, all these little, zippers and stuff, those are kind of like your internal organs. Now, when your internal organs are doing this, that's probably not a good thing. Next up is the Olm. These guys don't have any disturbing powers or do anything crazy. I just kind of like how they look. If it was enormous and smashed my city, I would say, at least I got one of the cool monsters. So I guess that's the end of the video. But wait, it's not. Because I did a drawing of the Kaiju Olm. There's a little human up there in the cave. And then we got the giant Kaiju in the cave. And I did some drawings for the other ones. This is the sperm whale one. It's mutated from all the radiation. And it's using its, like, sound waves to blow up the submarine. This is the pelican. He's got his like, mouth sack opened. And he's gonna eat this whole battleship. And here we have a little submarine with a big problem. The mutated frilled shark. So these are all the animals that would make pretty cool kaiju. I got this idea by watching the Godzilla 1998 animated series. The masterpiece that it is. Inspired me creatively. And feel free to let me know if I should do a part 2, and if I should, what animals I should do next, because I'd be happy to look at them.